Admiral Gray stared at the holographic display as the alien armada approached Earth. Humanity's defenses, impressive though they were, wouldn't last an hour against the void-born fleet. After decades of interstellar exploration and diplomatic missions, Earth faced its first true extraterrestrial threat. All options exhausted? Gray asked, knowing the answer. Commander Davis nodded grimly. Yes, sir. They've rejected all communication attempts. Their intentions are clear. The Voidborn had conquered 17 worlds across 3 star systems. Their biology, silicon-based and virtually immune to conventional weapons, made them formidable opponents. They dissolved organic matter on contact, having evolved in the harshest environments imaginable. Then it's time for Protocol Omega, Gray said, voice steady despite the weight of the decision. Protocol Omega wasn't a weapon or a military strategy. It was something far more terrifying. 2 hours later, as the Void-born ships entered Earth's orbit, their sensors detected nothing unusual. Their commander, known only as the Overseer, found this suspicious. Previous conquests had involved desperate, last stands, planetary defense systems, or at minimum, panicked transmissions. From Earth, silence. Proceed with caution, the Overseer commanded. Deploy reconnaissance units first. The first wave of Void-born scouts descended through the atmosphere, landing in what humans called the Amazon rainforest. A strategic choice. The most biodiverse region would provide the most complete assessment of Earth's biological weapons potential. They didn't expect the assault to begin immediately. The scout leader, stepping from the ship, felt it first, a tiny prick on what passed for its neck. A mosquito, having evolved over millennia to pierce even the toughest hides, had sensed the carbon dioxide released by the alien and attacked instinctively. Within minutes, the scout began experiencing system failures. The mosquito, having fed on a poisoned dart frog that morning, carried a neurotoxin potent enough to affect even silicon-based life. The scout collapsed, its internal communications broadcasting distress signals to the fleet. Across the landing sites, similar scenarios unfolded. Fire ants swarmed a void-born research team in Brazil, their formic acid-dissolving protective suits, box jellyfish tentacles, collected and strategically placed by human operatives in coastal landing zones, caused catastrophic nerve damage to aliens studying Earth's oceans. The Overseer watched in disbelief as reports flooded in. Impossible, it transmitted to its council. Their weapons are alive. On the command ship, the alien leaders reviewed the data. Earth's humans hadn't deployed military technology. They had simply stepped aside and let Earth's evolved predators and toxic species do what they'd been perfecting for millions of years. At a hidden military base, Gray and Davis monitored the situation. Phase 1 successful, Davis reported. The microorganisms are next. Gray nodded. Humanity's greatest discovery wasn't space travel or nuclear fusion. It was understanding that we've always shared our planet with far more effective killers. Humanity had spent centuries fearing its deadliest co-inhabitants. Now they were Earth's first line of defense. The Voidborn's second wave attempted aerial surveillance, staying above the reach of terrestrial threats. They didn't account for Earth's atmosphere, deliberately seeded with certain bacterial strains. Microorganisms that normally consumed metal as part of their metabolic process found the alien ships delectable. Within hours, critical systems began failing as microscopic life consumed crucial components. They're retreating to orbit, Davis announced. Phase 2 complete. The Overseer, growing desperate, ordered a direct assault. If Earth's biological weapons were so formidable, they would simply destroy the planet from a safe distance. Prepare orbital bombardment, it commanded. That's when Phase 3 activated. Humanity had anticipated this response. For decades, they had cultivated relationships with Earth's most intelligent non-human species. Dolphins equipped with specialized communication devices disabled the Voidborn's targeting systems. Ravens trained to recognize and retrieve shiny objects systematically removed critical components from landing craft. And deep in the oceans, Giant squid attached pre-programmed devices to the hulls of alien ships, scrambling their navigation systems. The overseer watched its mighty fleet reduced to confusion by creatures it had dismissed as primitive. "What manner of world is this?" it transmitted. Gray's response came through clear. "A world where humans aren't the most dangerous species. We're just the ones who learn to cooperate with the true apex predators." The final phase involved Earth's ultimate weapon, adaptability. While the Voidborn's biological and technological systems were specialized and rigid, Earth's life had evolved through countless mass extinctions and environmental changes. As the alien fleet retreated from Earth's orbit, the Overseer received a final transmission from Admiral Gray. "We didn't defeat you. Earth did. We merely introduced you. Remember this before you consider returning. What you encountered was merely a sampling. There are creatures in our oceans you never saw, microbes in our soil you never analyzed, and defensive symbiotic relationships you cannot comprehend. Humanity doesn't rule Earth. We coexist with its true masters, and now they know you exist." 3 standard galactic months later, the Interstellar Council received a formal petition from the Voidborn Empire. Earth was to be classified as a prohibited zone, too dangerous for any species to approach. When asked for evidence supporting this classification, the Voidborn provided only one data point. Their most lethal weapons aren't their technology or even their people. It's everything else they've learned to work with. The petition was approved unanimously. On Earth, Admiral Gray stood on a beach watching dolphins play in the distance. A mosquito landed on his arm. He observed it for a moment before gently brushing it away. "You saved us all," he whispered to the tiny creature. "All of you did."